Shalom, call halal, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, that's giving all praise to the Most High. In the name of His only begotten the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. My name is Ibar from the Prophets in Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us the truth and sincerity, peace and salutations to hopeful like scattered abroad. And I want to go into this video of this woman YoYo, which is her nickname. Okay, it says, and shalom to the 144,000, man. But it's his crime off a news break. It says, black woman hanging from tree right in her yard has community outraged seeking answers. Okay, and this is the black woman right here. They call us black woman, but you see she got the purple hair. She got the, you could tell she ain't, an Israelite woman. Okay, to say the least. She's an Israelite by blood, but not, by spirit, by blood, but not in the spirit. Okay, she's not, in the spirit of being an Israelite. And we're gonna read this story. I heard about this story. It happened last week. I meant to go into it, didn't get a chance to. I had a lot going on last week, so now that I'm refreshed, I can bring this out, man. And I want to say something too before I get started. You got, these individuals that say, oh, yeah, because this would be my fifth video today through the spirit of YAHAWASHI. And let me say this too, man. We love doing these videos, bro. I just got off of working a fucking 10-hour shift for the devil. And when I get a chance to serve the Lord, I love to do it. I love to serve the Lord. But you have individuals that say, like I've been told before by this bug out Bishop Melchizedek, which that guy's completely blocked off my channel. He can't even comment no more. I know you're watching though. But that guy said, oh, all them videos, they're not even edifying. Well, if they're not edifying to you, stop fucking watching them, all right? Stop watching them. Go find something else to do then, all right? Because my videos get watched. People are watching my videos. They're liking them and they're commenting. And brothers and sisters are telling me how thankful they are for my videos. So if you got a problem with it, go somewhere else. These videos are for the elect. We always say these videos are for the elect. And if they're not, edifying to you, if they're not up your, if it's not up your alley, if these videos are not your speed, guess what? Go to another channel. Stop watching the videos, all right? But I just found that funny how Jake say, oh yeah, all them videos, but they're not even edifying. Well, maybe it's not edifying you, but it's edifying somebody else. You got Jake that's new, that's just hearing his word, and they getting edified, man. Okay, through the spirit of YAHAWASHI, and I get many comments that brothers and sisters tell me that all the time. So if you don't like it, stop watching the videos. It's not. Then that means they're not for you. Okay, turn the channel, go watch Barney or something. I could care less. But back to the article. It says black woman hanging from tree right in her yard. So she was hanging in her yard. Has community outrage seeking answers. Okay, I'm gonna read this real quick. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Okay, black woman hanging from tree right in her yard has community outrage seeking answers. Orlando police say evidence observed during the autopsy all point to suicide. Right. And this always happens. This right here was in Orlando, Florida, which is about, this was about, 40 miles from my house. It's like the 40 minutes from my house where I live now. Okay, so this is not far, but this still goes on, and it's been going on for years. It's not something that happened in the past, or that's the past, just forget about it. No, it's something that's been going on, bro. Jake getting found hanging. I believe two or 3 years ago, Jake got found hanging down in Tampa. Oh no, and my mom's old neighborhood, and they hung him and caught him on fire under the bridge. So people was passing by on their boats and they saw this man hanging under a bridge on fire, and it's funny because it's always Jake's that's hanging. And they never Edom. You'll never see an Edomite hanging. Okay, with scripture going to that too. Cursed be every man that hangeth on a tree. Lord, I can grab that too, because hey, we are definitely under these curses. Let me grab this real quick before I go any further though. It says Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. So this ain't something new. This has happened to us in the past, and it's still happening to this day. All right. Let me read this. It says, verse 14, I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. And that's Solomon. Seeing what was going on in this earth, and it was just vexing. It was an annoyance. It was frustrating, to deal with. And the same thing is happening to this day to the true men of the Lord. It says that which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. All right. So the wicked is going to be the wicked, man. All right. So, you know, and the cops immediately always label it a suicide. But no, this is, she must have pissed the wrong Edomites off, man. Okay. And her name, look at this. It says the hanging death of Yolna Lubrim last week has family members and community activists or community advocates community advocates furious and demanding answers from local leaders and law enforcement. And the law enforcement, you know, all those are slave catchers. You know, what some of their family might have done it, you know. But you know the black woman, she'll, we gonna read the story, but they'll say some shit or offend somebody in traffic or something, motherfucker follow you home, bro. That's why you gotta be careful how you treat people and what you say to people, you know, even in traffic. Don't be out, you know, having road rage incidents, motherfucker will follow you home, and if they don't attack you when you get home, they may come back later, you know. I watched that movie Unhinged the other day about that. You know, the dude who had just found his wife cheating on him, you know, his ex-wife cheating on him. She divorced him, and he came home, you know, he went to her house and she had another man in there. He put both of their ass to death early as fuck in the morning and was riding around all day. And then a woman, you know, that cut him off and beeped at him, you know, rudely. She got damn her whole family killed just for he asked her, hey, just say sorry. You know, you never know what somebody going through. Okay, you never know what type of demons on a motherfucker that make them jump on your ass. And this is ultimately a spirit created for vengeance. Okay, and it was judgment. Okay, this is why I got sisters. I tell them, hey, don't be arguing with no men. Don't be, you know, fussing. You know, you running your mouth and shit. You know, you gotta let them know, because you know this could be a, you know, your sister, your mom, you know, your woman. Who knows? It says the hanging death of Yolna Limbrin. Oh, that's the point. It says Lubrim, 31, who went by the name YoYo. How spiritual is that? Listen to this. Who went by the name YoYo was found hanging from a tree in her yard last Thursday. Now, I heard about this story, and I went to my mom's house the other day, and I saw it on the TV. One of the brothers was going into it. And I just didn't know her name. Her nickname was Yo-Yo. So if you know what a yo-yo is, an old toy back in the day where you had a little piece of plastic that used to had string wrapped around it, and you would, you know, put your finger in the hole in the string, and you would fling the yo-yo back and forth with your finger. You know, people can do tricks with it or whatever, but a yo-yo, and she was hanging from a tree. Like, you know, you get the comparison? That's the spirit of YAHAWASHI. That's why YAHAWASHI is to be feared, man. Okay? It says, who went by the name YoYo was found hanging from a tree in her yard last Thursday. She was cut down by Orlando police officers, according to the police department. And now, they know something's up, because everybody got a Ring camera. There's cameras everywhere. How the fuck that you get to hang somebody up in their yard and nobody know about it? Right? It says, though the investigation is ongoing, an official autopsy hasn't been released. You see this? Police say early signs point to suicide and not foul play. So wait a minute, the autopsy ain't even been done yet. The autopsy ain't even been released. You know, the investigation is ongoing, but they already calling it a suicide. That's a spit in the fucking face, man. That's a spit in the face. They said it was not foul play. It says, although her case of death is still being investigated and will ultimately be decided by the Orange County Medical Examiner's Office. So the cops trying to do the job of the medical examiner. They're trying to cover something up. It says the deceased individual's documented history of mental illness. Look at this. In which everybody, you know, all these women got mental illness now. They all on fucking meds. But they claim that this was, you know, hey, if Jake gonna kill himself, they ain't gonna, you know, hang themselves, man. You know, that's some Edomite shit. You know, and these Edomites the ones that be learning how to tie nooses and shit at their granddaddy house on, you know, during the summer and stuff. Jake don't go out like that. Okay, most times. It says witness statements, cellular communications from Miss Lubrin, and the physical evidence observed during the autopsy all point to suicide. OPD wrote in an email on the Orlando Sentinel. It says a crowd of about 60 people gathered outside City Hall Tuesday night chanting justice for YoYo, who was described as brilliant, amazing, and loud. My sister is an African-American woman. Why is she getting swept under the rug? Her sister, Naomi Lubrim, asked those at the rally. She was brilliant. She was amazing. She was laughter, but most of all, she was loud. That's the black woman, loud. It says Naomi asked the rally goers to be loud like her sister and continue pushing investigators for more answers. It is not right that my mother has to bury her 30-year-old daughter. The sister said, it's not right that I have to stand before you right now and be away from my family just so we can have justice for my sister. Like I said, and this was YoYo. You know, it says Miles Moraine, the CEO of local nonprofit Let Your Voice Be Heard, wrote on Facebook the day that after Lubrin's death that police were extraordinarily quick to call it suicide. And that's what this always happens. Let me tell you something, bro. I'm from down here in the South. I've been here all my whole life. I've heard of many different situations like this where Jake get found hanging. Okay? Jake be found hanging and immediately, suicide. You see? It's foul play. It says they are immediately ruling it as a suicide. Now, if it was one of their individuals, they're going to go fucking far and low and high to find out answers of what happened. But immediately you just write someone off as suicide off the bat? Come on. It says they are immediately ruling it as a suicide, but finding any black person hanging from a tree in 2023 requires more investigation, no matter what, right? To find any black person hanging from a tree in 2023 requires more investigation, no matter what. So here in 2023, Jake's still getting hung. This was last week. Morin wrote, especially in this case because there are too many unanswered questions and not enough proof. This is not the first time or the first time in a while this has happened in Orlando. Just in 2020, we were asking the same questions about Nevon Baker, who was found hanging in a tree in a very suspicious way for it to be a suicide. Right? You listen, bro. It be fucking, bro. This shit kind of upsetting me now, man, because I just did a video like last week. I was telling you about how we was going into that camp today, the other day too. How we have they have some called sundown cities here. If you in the wrong town or neighborhood at the wrong time, they will hang your ass, bro. Them crackers will get you. These crackers don't play that shit. They all armed to the teeth, and they still got a perpetual hatred for Jake. Okay, this shit still goes on down here, bro. One day you could be hanging. One day you can get found hanging, man. But I remember Nevon Baker, it was 2020, 3 years ago? This individual was hanging and his arms, or I believe it was a he, his arms were tied. So how do you hang yourself? And they said suicide. How do you hang yourself with your arms tied? And your pants, at your damn ankles? They do that to mock Jake, and Jake gonna get roused up and start fucking you Edomites up, man. It says who was found hanging in a tree in a very suspicious way for it to be a suicide. Police said there are no physical injuries to Lubrin other than a ligature marks on her neck. If you or someone you know is contemplating suicide or struggling with suicidal thoughts, help is available 24 hours. So if she was coming to commit suicide, why would she do it in her yard? Why she didn't do it in her house? Okay. That's crazy, man. Look at this. Now, I'm not sure this is the actual rope, but more than likely. You know, you think she went and bought this rope? You think Jake went out there and bought this rope to hang themselves? Come on, bro. Let's read this article too before I grab some scripture. I'm gonna grab the scripture. Salakia. It says Yolno Lubrim found hanging from a tree in Orlando. Like I said, this is like, you know, an hour away from my house, bro. You know, that's how close this is to home. It says finding a black person hanging from a tree should never sit right in anyone's spirit, right? After knowing the history of this country, you know, knowing the history of this country. Let me grab this real quick. It says, It says Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 21. It says, and all the men of the city shall stone. No, that's not it. Here we go. Verse 22. If a man have committed a sin worthy of death, and he be to be put to death, and thou hang him on a tree, his body shall not remain all night upon the tree. But, and this is, you know, how they was crucifying. You know, our Lord was crucified upon the tree. You know, wood. You know, it was a common practice of the Romans to crucify someone, and it was usually Jake's. You know, our Lord was hung on a tree, or as they say, the cross. You know, and you know, many of the other prophets. So I forgot exactly who, but some of the prophets were hung upside down. It says, and all the men, his body shall not remain all night upon the tree, but thou shalt in any wise bury him that day. For he that is hanged is accursed of the Most High, that thy land be not defiled, which the Lord Yahawah thy power giveth thee for an inheritance. Right? So that defiles the land. Let's grab it in the NLT. Let's grab it in the NLT, man. 21 and 23 says the body must not remain hanging from the tree overnight. You must bury the body the same day, for anyone who is hung is cursed in the sight of the Most High. And that's what happened to us. That's why Esau hung us, because we were under those curses. You see, they hung us, you know, before the eyes of the Most High. You got that song, strange fruit hanging from the popping tree. Look at the movie Birth of a Nation. You know, when they had that slavery revolt, what did? They hung everybody, and they told, you know, they said, Nat Turner, until you turn yourself in, we gonna hang everybody, you know, that you know and love. So they was hanging women, children, kids, all of that, man. Edomites doing this. It says it's cursed in the sight of the Most High. In this way, you will prevent the defilement of the land Yahawah, your power, is giving you as a special possession. So this is something that was going on, man. It's something that was going on. Let's read it. So hopefully I don't say the same thing. Get more information. It says, Lubrin's family and the Orlando community are demanding answers after she was found dead last Thursday, September 28th. September 28th, with a rope around her neck in the backyard of a house where she did not live. Whoa. So it wasn't even her house. It was in the backyard of a house where she did not live. Whose house was it? Probably like an abandoned house or something, man. Who knows? In the backyard of a house where she did not live. So somebody snatched her up and put her into it and hung her in somebody's backyard, in the backyard of a house that she didn't even live at. You know, we're not forensic pathologists, but this doesn't strike us as a type of incident that can so quickly be ruled a suicide. However, according to the Orlando Sentinel, if she was going to commit suicide, why she didn't do it in her own yard? Why she didn't do it in her house? Why was she in somebody else's backyard? Come on. Authorities quickly ruled that the 31-year-old's death was an act of self-harm, but Yolan's family ain't trying to hear all that, right? Jake must have wrote this. So this is all stuff that I already read earlier. Naomi Lubrim says that the police are not being forthcoming with information, nor are they reaching out to the family to provide support or answer questions. Right? They just, oh, yeah, suicide. Yep. Don't call us. In her eyes, they have been abandoned by the city and left to their own devices. Following the public press conference, it was reported that Naomi was able to speak to investigators, but there are no details about what came of that meeting. If you know, like we know, this case could very easily get pushed to the bottom of the pile, and the police would just I was supposed to say, go about their lives as if nothing happened. However, the family, the Orlando community, the media outlets will continue to apply pressure so both transparency and justice can prevail, right? And that's a terrible thing, man, that one of your loved ones go out like that, and then you got to go through all that just to find out, to get that closure of what actually happened, man. It's actually sickening. It's actually sickening, man. Let me go here. Because we know about these Edomites. Let's go to Jacob. Okay. Jacob and Esau from the beginning. Slay, brother. Because this is the spirit of Esau. This is the spirit Esau has always been in. So it's no coincidence. If something like this happens, you got to think, okay, we know where this come from. It says Genesis chapter 27, verse 41. I'm grabbing an NLT. From that time on, Esau hated Jacob. So Esau, which is the so-called white race, that's the progenitor, the father of the so-called white race, hated Jacob, which is the progenitor of the father of the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Indians, because their father had given Jacob the blessing. So this all goes back to the blessing. So like, yeah, this is an ancient beef. It says, and Esau began to scheme. I ain't never read this part in the NLT. And Esau began to scheme. Okay. I will soon be mourning my father's death. Meaning my father's about to die soon. Then I will kill my brother Jacob. Okay, let me go into this word scheme. See if we can pull that up real quick, man. Esau began to scheme. Okay. This is what the devil does. So like, yeah. Begin to scheme. Let's grab this word scheme. That doesn't say it. Because Jacob, hold on one second. Slovakia. More people want to play with me. So it doesn't say it. I can't find it on here. But I'll just go to the word scheme in the dictionary. I got a dictionary right here. That's not it. I got a dictionary right here. Let's go. Scheme. All right. Stay scheming. So it says a plan, design, or program of action to be followed. So this is what the spirit of Esau. He following this program. An underhand plot. This is how this man get down. He has underhand plots. It says a visionary or impractical project, a body or a system of related doctrines, theories, a plan, program, or policy officially adopted and followed as by government or business. So this was Esau's business. He wanted to just slay his brother Jacob. Okay, it says to lay schemes, devise plans, plot. They was plotting. He was plotting, man, on how to slay his brother Jacob. And to this day, he's still in that spirit where he wants to kill all you Israelites. Okay, I will soon be mourning my father's death. Then will I kill my brother Jacob. Okay, so that's the spirit of Esau from the beginning. Okay, and to this day, he still feel like that. He still want to kill you. This is why we can never get along. We was fighting in the womb, and we fighting to this day. Okay, you niggas tell me, oh, no, all of them. Okay, wait to Jacob's trouble. You gonna find out who the devil is. All right, it was we always mention it, but it was a very very thought out plan in the movie The Purge, one of them Purge movies, where they had it's, you know, when they showed you what was going on that night or whatever of the Purge, and they would show these clips. They would show these clips or whatever, and one of the clips showed you, it was all Jake's getting put to death. You know, one person got Jake. There was beheading Jake's in this alley, but it was one scene where you had Jakes hanging from trees. You can visually tell it was so-called black people hanging from trees, and you had a little white girl dancing around the body, stabbing the body. Okay, jumping around and dancing around the bodies, stabbing the bodies as they was hanging. As torture. We need to be saved from this devil, man. Okay, we need to be saved from this devil. This is the man of wickedness. This is the wicked one. Okay, it says look at this. Let's grab an NLT. Ezekiel chapter 35, and I'll go up, but I want to get right to the point right here in the NLT. It says, your eternal hatred for the people of Israel led you to butcher them when they were helpless, when I had already punished them for all their sins. So the Lord had already punished us, put us through slavery. And you find out that a lot of Jakes was really killed and put to death and hung. A lot of hanging was going on after so-called the abolishment of slavery, which means that you went from a private owner to a private owner to a public owner, or a federal owner. That's why you go to jobs now and you work and you get taxed. Okay, all it was a transfer of ownership, and the Edomites that owned you was upset, and they felt like, okay, these people may come back and try to do something to us. So no, we ain't gonna free them. We're gonna kill all our slaves, and that's what they was doing. Okay. The Lord said, your eternal hatred. They had a never-ending hatred for us, man. Okay, let's go up. It says, Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord Yahawah came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it, which is symbolic for you Edomites. You're supposed to be prophesying against you. Okay, so you niggas talking about the second covenant and all this other shit. Every video was about the men who kicked you out of their camp. Listen, buddy, or whether you left, whatever, you are not doing the work of the Lord. All right. It says, and say unto it, thus saith Yahawah, the Lord Yahawah BAHASHAM, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahawah, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, okay, which means never ending, and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time that their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end, right? So Jake was getting right, and Esau just kept killing us, and they still killing us to this day, all right? Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahawah BAHASHAM, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So since you, let me read it. Let's read it in NOT. It says, as surely as I live, says the sovereign Lord, since you show no distaste for blood, because they love blood, they love to see Jake blood spill, I will give you a bloodbath of your own. Your turn has come, right? So now it's going to be your turn, all right? I will make Mount Seir utterly desolate, killing off all who try to escape and any who return. Woo! I will fill your mountains with the dead, your hills, your valleys, and your ravines will be filled with people slaughtered by the sword. I will make you desolate forever. Your cities will never be rebuilt. Then you will know that I am Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi. Right. So you're gonna come to find out. It says, for you said the land of Israel and Judah, which are you so-called New York Hispanics, Native Indians, and the Mexicans, and you northern tribes, you was getting hung too, man. It wasn't just a black thing. All right. You was getting hung too. Sometimes right next to us. we will take possession of them. We gonna own your ass. Oh, Slakia, for you said the lands of Israel and Judah, we will be ours. They took our lands. We will take possession of them. What do we care? What that the Lord is there, right? So they didn't care about the Lord, man. Seeing what they were doing and how they treated us. Therefore, as surely as I live, saith the sovereign Lord YAHWASHI, I will pay back your angry deeds with my own. I will punish you for all your acts of anger, envy, and hatred, and I will make myself known to Israel by what I do to you. Right? The Lord gonna make him gonna show us that he real when he jack your ass up, and he jacked us up. So we think he ain't gonna jack you up. Okay. Let's read a little bit more. It says, then you will know that I, the Lord, YAHWASHI, have heard every contemptuous word you spoke against the mountains of Israel. For you said, they are desolate. They have been given to us as food to eat, these devils. And another thing, too, they used to do back in the days, they used to hang us and cut your rod off. Put your rod in a pickle jar and put it on their damn dresser, man. Sell parts of your body for souvenirs. They used to hang our women that was pregnant. They would hang them and cut the baby out, let the baby drop and hit the floor, and then step on the baby or slam it against the damn stones. So we're going to do those same things unto you and worse. You're going to have payback, man. There will be payback. There will be a recompense. Okay? They used to, hang us and lynch us. They used to kill us and, make furniture out of us. And you can get these silly niggas that's going to forget, but we ain't going to forget. In saying that you boasted proudly against me, and I have heard it all. So the Lord said, you boasted this proudly against me before my face, and I heard it all. So now it's going to be time for you to pay. Okay, time for you to count the cost. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 14. Isaiah 14, verse 1, it says, but the Lord YAHWASHI will have mercy on on the descendants of Jacob. He will choose Israel as his people, as his special people once again. The Lord it's all about Israel. He will bring them back to settle once again in their own land. And people from many different nations will come and join them and unite with them, meaning the Israelite foreigners, because Jake was scattered all over the world. So it started here in America where Jake started coming back to YAHWASHI, but now you got all over the world. These videos going out. People being edified all over the world. People tell me all the time, hey, this is such and such from England, from Great Britain, from Australia, from, all over. And they're being edified, man. Like I said at the beginning of the video, them videos, you do all them videos, it ain't edifying. Nigga, it ain't edifying you because you ain't the elect. Okay? It's not for you. Go watch fucking Cops or something, man. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It ain't for everybody. And really, Jake be having envy and hatred in their heart towards their brother. That's still going on too. So not only do we have enemies of the heathen, we got enemies of our own brothers, man. Some wicked shit going on. The Lord gonna get it right though. Trust and believe. It says the people. It says the nations of the world will help the Lord's people to return. That's some bullshit. Let me read it in the KJV. And the people shall take them, which is the people is Israel, shall take these heathen and bring them to their place. We're gonna bring you to our land, and the house of you brought us to your land that you stole, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh for servants and handmaids. Okay. Okay. It says, for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. So is that happening now? Is that no? We're not ruling over our oppressors. Our oppressors are still ruling over us. So come a day where we're gonna rule over you. We're gonna own your ass. We're gonna be whipping your back. It says, I'm gonna read it in the NLT. The nations of the world will help the Lord's people to return, and those who come to live in their land will serve them. Right? So you're gonna serve us, man. You ain't gonna come and live. You gonna come and serve in slavery in our land. Those who capture Israel will themselves be captured, and Israel will rule over its enemies. So we have enemies, brothers and sisters. We got enemies. It says, in that wonderful day when the Lord gives his people rest from their sorrow and fear and from slavery and chains. Who was in slavery and who was in chains? Not the whole world. We need to be saved from the slavery, the fear, the sorrow. We need rest. Okay, and to be saved from slavery and chains, slave from being hung, saved from being hung, And all these cameras out, ring cameras, street cameras, nobody seen nothing. Get the fuck out of here, man. They seen something, but they don't want to talk about it. It says, and they know it's gonna, if they do, then these cops know that one of their family members going to prison. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 3, and it shall come to pass, they try to sweep it under the rug, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord Yahawah shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from thy hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. The Lord gonna give us rest, man. That's the point. Let me go down to verse, what is it? 21? Right. Because you might say, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. It was my forefathers. I wasn't there. I didn't have you as a slave. I didn't hang anybody. And then you might get a little drunk and motherfuckers getting hung. And hey, last week it was at camp. And every week we at camp, matter of fact, you see Eve walking around with these Edomites, man. Eve, fine. It don't be no busted Eve. It be the fine ass Eves, man. Walk around with Esau. Some damn tanner, And then they end up getting fucking hung in the garage and trying to figure out, hey, where the black man at? Okay. Y'all better wake the fuck up, man. Get your head out your ass. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. So ain't gonna be no more Edomites in power. In the NLT it says, kill this man's children, which you are that man's children. If you're alive today and you an Edomite, so-called white man, woman, a child, you are your forefathers' children. Okay, the Lord said, do what? Kill this man's children. Let them die because of their father's sins. You're going to die because of what your fathers did, your forefathers, which really, when you go into it, you are your forefathers. Regeneration is a thing. So those same spirits come back in different bodies, but the same, spirits. Okay, as Edomites, so however you may have it. You was an Edomite in the past, you're going to be an Edomite again. They must not rise and conquer the earth, filling the world with their cities, right? Because when they do, this shit like this happens. And they try to label it a suicide. Okay? Let's go here. Because Judah, this is Judah. The so-called black American Negroes are from the tribe of Judah. Our Lord was from the tribe of Judah. Okay? And it was an Edomite that said, the black man will eventually destroy the white man if y'all keep picking at him or something like that. He said, like, you keep fucking with us. Keep fucking with us. Jake don't understand. You fuck with, that Jake in your class that was cool and quiet and you try to bully him and he fucking get up and beat the shit out you. That's what we about to do. Do the spirit of YAHAWASHI. Jake is going to rise up and start fucking you punk ass Edomites up, man. Genesis chapter 49, verse 8, it says, Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Judah is a lion's whelp, from the prey. My son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he crouched as a lion. And as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? So, hey, you about to rouse Jacob. Let's go into this word rouse. We got to go into these words, man. Okay, we got to go into these words. We ain't just reading face value. It says to rise, arise, stand, rise up, stand up. It says to arise, hostile sense. In a hostile sense, Jake gonna get up and start beating. Hey, and that happens, bro. You know, Jake got, you know, that damn fire in him, bro. And I know because I am from the tribe of Judah. Okay. I bar YAHAWAH. Okay. I am from the tribe of Judah. So I know it was many times where people would, you know, try to fuck with me and I would just snap. And then it's like a certain level of power come upon you, you know. When Judah get mad, you know, that's why they so scared of the so-called black man. You see videos of that. You see Jake getting arrested. It'd be one Jake versus 10 Edomite cops, and he's slinging their ass and punching their ass and outrunning their ass. You know, so when Jake get upset, hey, you know, Jake cool, Jake hanging out, Jake chilling, Jake cool with everybody. But the moment that you piss Jake the fuck off, Jake gonna snap on your ass, bro. Now they beating your ass. Okay? It was a video a while back. It was a young Jake. He was at school or something, and this Edomite girl kept messing with him, you know, putting her hands on him. And then his name was Judah. You know, his name was Judah. And, you know, he pretty much suplexed her ass, bro. He got pissed and he suplexed her, you know, put her on her neck. She said, Judah. And that was the spirit. That was the Lord. It says to arise, hostile sense. So it's a hostile sense. To arise, become powerful. To arise, come to the scene. To stand, maintain oneself. To raise up. Jake gonna raise up on yours. And Jake said, hey, I'll raise up. When I raise up, nigga, all right, keep playing. I'm gonna raise up on your ass. Beat the brakes off you. And like I said, man, myself in particular, I remember I have been in fights where I have punched people. I used to always fight in school and shit. Every year I was getting in fights, man. But I would get in fights, and when I would fight, it was like I didn't know my own strength. I mean, one time I fought this big ass Jake in school. Jake was wilding. He was Judah too, but he was a different, you know, he wasn't the right Judah, put it like that. You know, but Jake, you know, Jake was twice my size, okay? And if you know me, I'm a short dude. He was twice my size, and Jake, you know, I saw him. And I ran up and I punched him. And when I punched him, I'm thinking he about to punch me back or we about to go at it. This nigga literally flew back, bro. He flew back and he slid across the floor, like on his behind. He slid across the floor, and as he slid, I'm chasing him, trying to hit him again. But he got his feet up, and he put his feet like in the way, so I couldn't get to him. The principal's in the way. Had to go around his ass, punch Jake ass out, you know. And Jake said, man, you know, man, hey, man, he said my name, you know, hey, man, because he fought some of my other friends. It was a big brawl. And me and all my friends, you know, we had got into my former friends. We ain't friends no more, but we got into a fight with this other group of friends. And he pretty much was fucking my homeboys at the time up. He was fucking their ass up. And they wasn't Judah. I believe they was Benjamin. I believe there was Benjamin or something. But he was fucking their ass up. I'm like, bro, nah, bro, y'all can't be hanging out with me. You're getting your ass beat. So that's what made me jump in. I just stole off on the jet. Beat. And they pulled me away. And I came back in there. And he was in the hallway laughing and playing and shit. I was like, what the fuck? This nigga still out here? Ran up, beat. And when I hit him, he flew. I looked, what the hell? I looked at my hand like, what the hell did it do? You know? But that's the power of Judah. So when Judah rise up on you Edomites, it's going to be nothing. Like that video of the Alabama brawl, man. Jake got turned up on them Edomites, man, with a clock in their ass. So wait till that time come. Okay? Wait till that time come where Jake jump up on your ass, Esau. And that's gonna be it. And Apostle Hart said it himself. He said, first it's gonna be Jacob's trouble, but then it's gonna turn to Esau's trouble. All right? So let's go back. Let me go up again. Let me go back down. And I'm going to bring this back in the NLT. In the NLT, it says, Genesis chapter 49. It's like, I ain't mean to take a long, I'm just in the spirit. So I pray it's edifying. Genesis chapter 49, verse 8. Judah, your brothers will praise you, because Judah's the head tribe. You will grasp your enemies by the neck. And I remember I had fought this one kid, and I fucking grabbed him by his throat. You know, Jake stole me, and I grabbed him by his throat, and I fucking went to pretty much putting a pause on his ass. And that situation too. I hit him and Jake just like flew. It's like how the spirit will come upon Jake where you punch somebody and it's like it's like punching a cotton ball. they flying. You got to run and catch them and finish putting the beats on them before they break the fight up. That happened to me so many times in my life, and I never understood. And I always fought people bigger than me. I never fought nobody my size. I mean, I might have a few times, but I was really in the fight people bigger than me because I always had, wanting to prove motherfuckers don't play with me. If you play with me, motherfucker, I will show you something. It's a video of an Edomite that said that. Well, she probably was Jake. You never know. He beat the shit out of this Edomite. He says, Judah, your brethren will praise you. You will grasp your enemies by the neck. Hold your ass by the neck. And that is an exhilarating feeling to grab a motherfucker by the neck, just choke their ass out with one hand. I grabbed it with one hand. And that shit, imagine you Edomites, bro, it's over. It says, all your relatives will bow before you. Because Judah was a king tribe. Judah, my son, is a young lion. Yeah. Judah, my son, is a young lion that has finished eating its prey. Like a lion, he crouches and lies down. You ever see a lion? You ever see a picture of a lion and he just laying down, he just chilling, he just cooling. That'd be Jake. Jake just be cooling, man. But when you piss him off, he on your ass. Like a lioness who dares to rouse him up. Right? So who dare to rouse Judah up? It says the scepter will not depart from Judah, nor the ruler's staff from his descendants, until the coming of the one to whom it belongs, the one who all nations will honor, our Lord, until Shiloh come. Okay? So, let's go here. Salakia. We ain't done. Let's go to Obadiah. Okay? Obadiah chapter 1. It says, I'm reading the NLT. I like the NLT. Let's go on the NLT. It says, Obadiah chapter 1, verse 1. This is the vision that the sovereign Lord, YAHWASHI, revealed to Obadiah concerning the land of Edom and the nation. We have heard a message from the Lord that an ambassador was sent to the nations to say, get ready, everyone. Let's assemble our armies and attack Edom. So they're going to turn on you Edomites, man. Okay, let me jump down. So Esau said, who will bring me down to the ground? Like they think they untouchable. Thy pride of thine heart has deceived thee. Okay. Oh, look at this. I ain't read this in the NLT, man. It says, verse 6, it says, how, in the KJV, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? So this man been found out. It says, verse 6 in the NLT, every nook and cranny of Edom will be searched and looted. Every treasure will be found and taken. You're going to take your shit. The scripture says, the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom. So we ain't finna ask for it or beg for it. Nah, you got to pay. All right. Verse 10, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. You're gonna be completely destroyed. Verse 10 in the NLT, because of the violence you did to your close relatives in Israel, because we was brothers, you broke that brotherly covenant, you will be filled with shame and destroyed forever. Ooh. You see, now these younger Edomites think that we can just let bygones be bygones. No, y'all got to pay for what your forefathers did, man. We ain't forget. All right? We ain't forget. Let's see. Verse 15, it says, the day of the Lord, YAHWASHI, is near upon all the heathen, not just Edomites, but all you heathens. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. So you slayed us, we're going to slay you. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Okay? In NLT, it says, the day is near when I, the Lord, YAHWASHI, will judge all the godless nations, because you bastards, you don't have a God. As you have done to Israel, so it will be done to you. All your evil deeds will fall back on your own heads. Right? So there you go. All right, there you go. The Lord gonna reward you for all this bullshit, man. He ain't forgotten. We ain't forgot. Okay? That's the point, though. I'm going to close out. I won't make this too long. I praise us to be edifying to the for elect. Shalom, Kwame Sharala, Abba, Babal.